guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hope the guys are all doing A-OK. We are here for the Football Rival show. I apologise for being late. The missus was being a pain in the ass. But yeah, big up to everybody. Obviously, we are here with the co-host of the show, Josh, True Gooner, road to 1K subs. I'm joking. Road to 10K subs. Yeah, big up, man. How you doing?
I'm really good, man. I'm very well, bro. Listen, Arsenal did their business, man. Like, proper did their business as well. 5-1 settings, so I'm buzzing with that. And then yesterday, obviously, though, kind of like the mood sort of changed. We signed no players, man. I'm sure we'll talk about it. But I'm good, man. How you doing, bro? You good as well?
Yeah, obviously we've got to get into certain things, but in the show, I mean, but as like human being, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay, man. Not doing too bad. But yeah, like just the club's pissing me off, to be honest. With certain things, and it's like, I don't even know what when we did the show on your channel, what did we speak?
Yeah.
Not what did we speak about? Obviously, we've been up the games and so on, but like, I mean, like I can't remember what was the last game we spoke about.
It was Champions League, wasn't it? I think.
Was it when we got battered by Feyenoord?
Yeah, we spoke about that one, and then you played. Was it the Slovakian team. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, where do you want to start? You want to start with Bayern, or you want to start with Arsenal?
You start with us if we want, man. Start with us. We
Go ahead, man.
We did the business, bro. Like 5-1 settings, man. Like honestly, for the first time, like I'm used to Arsenal going to Man City, and I know it's this Man City sides. They're obviously crap this season. Everyone's having a piece of Man City. They're getting back left, right, and centre. There's a big problem at Man City for sure. So, but listen, the first time in years we've actually gone there and we've battered them, because it's usually the opposite. I'm so used to seeing my team like go to Man City. I'm used to seeing the 5-0s. I'm used to seeing even they come to the Emirates and do us 3-0s. The 6-3s a few years ago. Like the 4-1 a few years ago. Like I'm so used to seeing us get capitulated and battered and rolled over every single time we play Man City. But for once, we've actually gone Emirates, and battered them by 5 goals. And that's for me the beauty of it. It's not like we scraped the win, the other day. We fully showed no mercy, man. Fully like rolled these man over, and it's a long time coming, man. Because obviously we have an awful record against them in the recent years. So, yeah, bro. Very, very. I think everything was spot on, man. From the team selection, from Arteta, in terms of the way how we set up, in terms of the way how we approach the game. Like from minute one, bro, you could tell we was on it.
Yeah.
We was literally forcing them into mistakes and everything in the first minute because our press was so good. Even like man, like Odegaard, I'd be real. This guy's been ghosting, man. Like for the whole season, really. But that was his best game I've seen in him in an Arsenal shirt for quite a while now as well. He was the main guy in there, starting the press and forcing him into mistakes. That's where our first game. That's where our first goal came from. Was from the mistake from Man City, and obviously Odegaard, put us 1-0 up. After that, it was a really, really good spell. Like we just so in control of the game, really, man. Which is very, very rare when you play a team like Man City. You wouldn't expect that this season. But then they did get the equaliser from. Yeah, I mean, it had to be in, man. Man like Haaland, of course. And I'm sitting there thinking, here we go again. But literally 1 minute later, bro, Partey goes down the other end, gets us, the second goal. And then from there, we completely just completely cook them. Man like Lewis Skelly as well, 18 years of age, obviously did that celebration as well. I know he's got a lot of stick for that celebration. To be fair, yeah, if we go back to the Etihad game, when we played them, Haaland after the game was saying, who are you to him? Like, who's this guy and all this? So I rate him for doing that, Yeah, we shouldn't be talking to Haaland. I think you made a good point when you came on my channel after the game, or maybe like yesterday when we spoke a little bit about it. People we used to all stay humble and all this, yeah. So obviously Erling Haaland, a guy that's won countless trophies, a guy that's scored many, many goals. We know what he's been and won, so we shouldn't really be saying that. But I rate Skelly for doing that, man, because this guy's saying, "Who are you?" Well, Haaland, you know who he is now, man, and it was a great goal from him. So happy for him. And then we made it obviously 4-1 from King Kai, bro. Even like King Kai got on the score sheet, bro. I see something now in the first half. He missed an absolute sitter, bro. Like, I don't know if you saw it, Liam, but that, bro, when you look back on it even more, it gets worse. I mean, like, it kills you when you look back on it, man. But he did get a goal in the end, obviously, when the pressure was off, to be honest. But and then, obviously, man, Wanyeri as well, off the bench, 10 minutes, scores a banner. And another, wonder kid for Arsenal, 17, 18 years of age, scoring off the bench, proving why he should be starting consistently now in the first team. And yeah, bro, 5-1, bro. Like, honestly, I'm not getting ahead of myself for the Premier League. Liverpool's still 6 points clear of Arsenal. They've got a game in hand against Everton. They win that game in hand against Everton, they go 9 points clear. They have to drop points in 3 games, as well as Arsenal winning all our games. Is Arsenal going to do that? Is Arsenal going to win every single game for the rest of the season? No, we're not. I just think there's going to be times where we drop points again, and that's what's going to cost us in the league title. But this is definitely the best performance I've seen in quite a while, man. Probably the best performance I've seen under Mikel Arteta as a manager as well. Just because it's Man City, just because we always get rolled over. So overall, bro, I'm absolutely buzzing, to be honest, with that win.
Yeah, no. I can see why. That's what I was trying to say, like, on the show. Like, obviously, you just beat they won a 4-peat, and you smashed them 5-1. Yet it's kind of like that mixing. You've got to have that balance. On that one side, you did beat them 5-1, so you deserve to celebrate. Your players played really well. Certain players that haven't played well in that game, so on and so forth. And then it's one of those where then you have to be humble, and that's the funny part. I know that obviously your fans were singing "Stay Humble, Haaland," you da da da. And I know that obviously he did the celebration. So I get why there's a rivalry in that aspect, because Haaland he did throw the ball at Gabriel's head. He obviously said "Stay humble" to Arteta, blah blah blah. But like, at the same time, it's just that aspect of, like, when you last won the league, he was 3 years old. Like,
That's
so it's that. But at the end of the day, you just smashed them 5-1. You absolutely pumped them a new one, to be quite honest with you. So, that also has to be said. But it's that aspect, isn't it? That, are you going to go and win against Newcastle?
Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, as much as this is a fantastic result, I said best result of the season. Where's it's been all season, to be honest with you, because this has been something different that I've seen with this team for once. Even without our main players, like, obviously, we know how hard it was with Saka. We know how poor it's been in the final third. We know how poor it's been in the attack as well. So for us to score 5 against the Man City side, and yeah, as I said earlier, people, it's not the same Man City side that they once were. They're still this season. One injury to their most important player in Rodri, and they completely capitulate. Yeah, maybe it's not all to do with Rodri, but that's, for me, one of the main reasons in there. They're just struggling in the midfield. They've got no legs in the midfield. I think that proved compared to our midfield. We had Thomas Partey in the midfield absolutely dominate. For minute 1 to minute 90, that guy was everywhere, man. And this is where we should be keeping this guy now. He's Arsenal's most important player in the team. Yeah, and when he's fully fit, and he has been, touched wood that he has been fully fit this season, he's honestly one of the most important players that we have. I'll even go as far as saying he's up there with likes of Saliba and Saka, because he's that key in the midfield. I think he proved that in that type of game as well. But yeah, it's not the same Man City side. Everyone's having a piece of them, man. If you look in the Champions League, they've been awful this season in Europe. You've had Gyökeres. Sporting done them, was like 4-1, 5-1 or whatever. I can't remember the exact score, but they battered them. Many teams have had a piece of Man City, and we had to have our piece as well, and we did, bro. But as I said, it doesn't. People will get over the top with it, as always. What half our fans does do, they'll get over the top with it, and they'll start getting giddy and all this. But let's just calm down a little bit for now. Fantastic win. I'm not taking that away. I'm buzzing as well. But listen, we need to look at the bigger picture, people. Yeah, we need to win something this season. It's as simple as that, really, which doesn't look, likely that it's going to happen, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Then if you were to go and do that, then, like, for instance, let's say you were to batter Newcastle tomorrow. The likelihood is that's not going to happen. But let's say you did do it. That is when you're building things, rather than one great moment, and it is a great moment, and then you go and bottle it tomorrow. Obviously, I know that they've got a good good win at Arsenal. Now, obviously, you've got to go to their place. to get this done, because it's not at Wembley, is it? It's in Newcastle, if I'm right by saying.
Tomorrow, it's at St James's Park, yeah.
So yeah, that in itself is going to be a madness. Like they are a great team as it is, you know. To then go to their place and do something, it's not going to be easy for Arsenal to do. But it's that aspect of they do need to win things. Like Taylor's put in the chat, you know, they really need to win a trophy this season, and that's the thing as well. Erling Haaland, you know, since he's been here, Josh will be back in a minute. Since he's been here, you know, he's done brilliantly, and he has won the trophies. Where, you know, you can't really say the same thing about Arsenal, you know. So, you know, it's that aspect. But at the end of the day, a great win for them, and yeah, man. Like I said, Josh will be back in a minute. Like so. But what's this? Another after that game, Arsenal made City spend another 60 million, making it a total of 210 this window. That's crazy. Wow. Holy crap. Wow. Bruh. Yeah, I've got no words, to be honest with you. No words. Like, what? Bonkers. Like, you know, I'm not expecting to... Bayern spent 7. To be fair, actually, if we got 6 million back from the Tau deal, then we actually didn't spend 7. Let me bring Josh back.
Sorry about that, mate.
It's blessed, don't worry. You know, it's one of those where it's, you know, you just got to go and move on now and push on, you know, because if you go and like, let's say Liverpool bottle the league and then you have a chance to overturn them, and then you don't overturn them again, you know, because realistically, what Liverpool are doing right now is amazing. What Slot has done already coming in is amazing. Cool, yeah, fair. Klopp basically had it all ready for him. He's done all of that work and then left, and then he's just come in and done this and done that. But like, they haven't got any signings or anything like that. They barely. I don't think they've got Virgil or Salah on a new deal yet. Like, he should not be winning the league in this season. This generally, and this is going to piss you off because I know you personally, but this should have been your year to win the Prem. If I know that Arteta's had a lot of money. It's not that he hasn't been backed. He has been backed. But if they would have backed him with a striker and with certain other players, even if they were loans, depending on if you could have got them in or got not, like, you needed to push this season for it, because City have won a 4-peat and now they're shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it like
bro, it's facts, man. At the end of the day, this is a problem with us. Is like, you're right, man. Even if Liverpool drop off, which they may do, you know, that they may get to a stage where they maybe go on a little blip. I think every team has done that in the Premier League this season.
Yeah,
they may go on a little blip, but then we've drew 8 games this season. We've dropped points to teams like Everton, you know, Brighton home and away, Fulham as well. You know, there's Bournemouth, you know, Newcastle's. Like, we've dropped too many points already this season. So, and the game's coming up as well. Like, we got to go Anfield at the end of the season as well. I think we've got to go Old Trafford again. Old Trafford we've got to go to as well. Like, we still have games where you look at and you think, a bit dodgy. Like, we got to go Everton away this time. Like, Goodison Park's away. Like, there's so many games there, bro, where even if Liverpool do drop off, it's down to Arsenal. And we've seen when crunch time happens with Mikel Arteta and with this team in recent years, it's always been we fall short. Mm-hmm. I think it's down to our mentality, bro. I really do. You know, we have not got that mentality, and I think we have players in our team that have that mentality, but I just don't think we haven't got enough of that. I think, you know, it's also our manager as well. As much as he has done a really good job, and I said this quite a few times, for getting us back up there competing, it's just about getting Arsenal over the line, and I just don't think he's the manager to do that. Yes, I hear what you're saying as well. Like, he hasn't, he's also been crying out for it. He's been saying it in every single press conference he's done. And I know it's all PR, but he's been saying that we're actually looking in the market, like the January window just gone. We're looking for a striker. But I reckon, real talk, I reckon the Cronkies are like, fuck you, Arteta, yeah? Because we've gave you 700 million already. We don't want to give you any more money.
Yeah.
They may look at it like that due to the lack of signings in January. Because look how much money he spent already. This was his seasons now, because people talk about all the phases and all these PR buzzwords that mean nothing. People talk about this, right? Last year should have been our year, but the year before that as well should have been our year. It was 8 points clear that season. Last year as well, we had the highest goals that we ever scored. We had the most wins that we ever got in one season, even more than Invincibles or something like that. We had the best set piece record and all this. Like, that was our season to win the league as well, and we still fell short. We still won nothing. So with all this money spent, the Conkies may sit here saying, bro, we ain't back you anymore. But at the same time, on the flip side of it, they accept this failure. They accept Arsenal finishing top 4 every single season because it's Champions League money for them. That's what they really care about. I said it all the time, but if Arteta was to finish 3 years, because he's obviously signed a new contract as well a few months ago for another 3 years. If he were to go 3 years without winning anything, he stays, people. There'd be no pressure on the guy as long as he gets top 4. As long as he gets top 4 every single season. Yeah, or we finish second every single season again. Nah, F that, man. F that. I'm sorry, bro. 21 years without a Premier League title is disgusting. 5 years without even winning a single trophy is disgusting as well. People need to start showing some accountability. Simple as that, really, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you 1000%. It needs to be that aspect, doesn't it? Where, to be fair, he needs to be sacked. I know certain people won't like hearing that, but you can't have a five years and not win jack. Like, since Aubameyang's gone, you ain't won anything. Aubameyang single-handedly won you the FA Cup. I just wonder what would happen if he was sacked and who you would bring in. Because there are managers out there, Ancelotti's going to be out there at the end of the season. So, it's that aspect. What's this? No manager anymore last 5 years without winning something. Yeah, see? Yeah, facts. So it's like, I don't know. It's weird. It's really, really weird. But yeah, it's that aspect, isn't it? Because what I wonder generally is what would happen if Unai Emery was given those years. Because if Unai Emery was given those years, surely he would have won something. Like something's telling me he would have won at least something. Because that guy, even if he was to drop into the Europa League, even if he was to drop into it, was this Arteta is not a million miles away from winning the title. No, but at the same time, he's just not that guy. With all due respect, he's just not. So it's like he's the guy that got him to the race, but not to get him to the finish line. It's kind of, and it makes no sense to say it, but it's kind of like Kovac at Bayern Munich. The way that it worked with him is he got us. He was terrible, but he was doing his job. Obviously not that well because he got sacked, but in general, and then Flick come in, and then Flick won everything. So yeah, and to be fair, I've actually said that to Josh before. It's crazy to me that this guy is still in a job. Like, I get why he's still in a job, 100%. But like for me, I'm not really too sure. I don't know what's going on. I think we're having some technical difficulties. So we'll continue. Here he is. He's back.
Sorry, my brother, man. Sorry.
It's bless. Who would you replace him with? Well, there's loads of managers out there to replace Arteta. Ancelotti will be a big one. Depending on if you can get him, realistically, he could retire now and go down as one of the greatest managers of all time. Because he's done everything. Did it in Italy, did it in England, did it in Spain. He actually did do it in Germany. He did do it in Germany. He wasn't as good. I wanted him out because I thought he was terrible, but he did win us the league. So, he has done it in that league. But yeah, I was saying, Josh, when you were gone just a second ago, I would wonder what would happen if you were to give the money and these 5 years with Unai Emery.
Oh, bro. At the end of the day, right? When Emery came into Arsenal, right? This guy didn't even get backed in terms of I think he has 200 million. That was it that he actually spent. Maybe a bit more than that. But he actually came out after he got sacked from Arsenal saying they didn't back me. Do you remember when we signed Pepe, for 72 million? Yeah. Emery didn't want Pepe. He wanted Zaha. He wanted so many. I think he wanted Partey before we even signed him. When Arteta signed him eventually, he wanted players like Fabinho at the time was really obviously balling out from Liverpool, right? He wanted these types of players, and he got served up Pepe and people like Torreira and these guys. So Emery didn't even get back to Arsenal. Look, I think it didn't work out at the end because he lost the dressing room. That was clear. But you are right, bro. If he actually got backed with a lot of money, you look at Emery right now, man, as a manager. You look what he's done. Number one, the guy's got an actual CV. In Europe. He's a mastermind in Europe. He's on about 4 Europa Leagues. Bear in mind with Sevilla, we're not even that big of a Spanish club, to be fair. Bear in mind Villarreal. Yeah, have you seen them?
Absolutely butchered us. Butchered us. Played us off the path. With fucking Foyth at right back.
But dead baller as well.
Yeah. I believe they had that. What's that other Argentinian?
Etienne Capoue. Yeah.
Capoue, yep.
One Foyth. They had Abio, who's about 40 years old, mate, at the time, centre back.
Yep.
They had
what's the Argentinian midfielder called?
I know who you mean as well. It's on my head, bro. I know exactly who you mean.
Yeah, they had him.
I know who you mean as well. Yeah.
But
was it Lo Celso you're on about?
Lo Celso, that's it.
Lo Celso, yeah. Like Lo Celso, they had Coquelin, ex-Arsenal player, in that season. They knocked you guys out. They went to semi-finals and they should have got to the final, man. There's 2-0 up in that second leg against Liverpool. They brought it back and everything, and obviously they capitulated. But he won Europa League, beating Man United in the final, beating Arsenal in the semi-finals as well. Yeah, with that Villarreal team. Now look at him at Aston Villa. Villa was in a relegation battle with Steven Gerrard. In his first season, he got them European football, Conference League football. And now in the second season, he qualifies for the Champions League.
Got him top 8 as well.
And yeah, top 8, exactly. Bro, Emery for me is a top-class manager, man. And honestly, you are right, bro. If we would have gave that money to him, maybe we would have won at least some. I mean, maybe not, the Champions League or anything like that, but we just certainly won some trophies by now. But obviously, Emery lost the dressing room. It is what it is with him. But
yeah,
bro, there's plenty of managers out there. When people say, "Oh, who do you replace him with?" Yeah, there's plenty of managers that I would replace him with. Yeah, I don't want any of these project managers, to be honest with you. I think we've gone past that now. But we need a proven elite. As you said, the perfect example would be Don Carlo. End of the season, he may leave, and I think we spoke about it last show. They are purposely waiting for Xabi Alonso to leave Leverkusen so they can get him. Then they'll open up a slot for Ancelotti,
Yeah.
But he's a proven winner.
Any other year, any other manager, it could even be Mourinho at Real, they are sacking him with some of them losses that they've already had. They are not keeping him there.
The Barcelona's, man, that was mad. That was mad. Some of the losses, exactly. At
their stadium as well.
Yeah, bro. But you're right, though, man, because that is, you've seen how Real Madrid works. So you've seen what they implement year in, year out. You can even win a title at Real Madrid, but you still get sacked, because they want everything, man. So, yeah, I think they are waiting for Xabi Alonso because I think that's a perfect replacement, He knows the club. He's been there before. He's done that. So I think that's perfect. Obviously done bits already as a manager for Leverkusen. But he, Don Carlo, proven winner, he's out there, bro. he'll be out there in next season for sure. Don
Facts.
Simeone as well, bro. Like Simeone from Atletico Madrid, I'll take him in a heartbeat. You know, this is an Atletico side that he's transformed from being dead, into sort of, he's I know he's only won 2 La Ligas and a Copa del Rey. He's got us about 2. I think that he's won 2 Europa League. He's got us like 3 or 2 Champions League finals as well.
Yeah.
But this is Atletico side that was in the mud before he came in, completely transformed them, competing with 2 of the best clubs in the world, in Real Madrid and Barcelona. That guy, and the character of him as well, is Simeone at the end of the day. Yeah? He's not going to piss around people. You know? So at the end of the day, you can tell he's got that standard. You can tell that he's got that mentality. So Don Simeone would be one of mine. Zidane would be another one that I'd love to Arsenal to go and get. Yeah?
Yeah.
All day long. Man like Zidane. I'll take him. I'll take your ex-manager, Nagelsmann. I'll take your other ex-manager, Hansi Flick at Barcelona right now. Bro, there's plenty out there, man. There's plenty out there. We just need a proven winner. Yeah, to get us over the line and start winning us Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues now.
Facts. I'm with you. I was laughing because we got a Real Madrid fan in here. He said, please take him. Take him tonight. He goes on to say, he said, I'll send him by Amazon Prime.
Big up, bro.
But yeah, no, like it's actually quite scary as well thinking about it now, because Wirtz is about to sign a brand new deal with Bayer Leverkusen. But in it, which is quite funny, it's going to have 125 million release clause, which just screams Real Madrid buying that.
All day long.
They go and get the manager, and then they go and get him. So maybe, just maybe, depending on how the defense goes, maybe you keep Saliba. I don't know. But yeah, Wirtz in that Real Madrid team. Wow. This is the thing I've been saying for the longest. Like, we've been saying 2025 we're going to get Wirtz in from about 2021, bruv. We've been saying it for years, and it looks like he ain't coming. So, yeah, man, they better shell out this summer, depending on obviously what happens and so on. But yeah, Bayern actually had a comfortable, well, it was comfortable win against Huston Khalil. And then literally from the 60th minute, we shit the bed. Like, we literally scored 4 goals, sorry. I don't even know what I'm saying. Jamal Musiala scored. Then Harry Kane scored just before halftime with a header. And then literally, as soon as halftime kicked on, we went straight into the second half. They crossed it again. He scored another header. So he scored a header just before halftime and just after halftime. And then Serge Gnabry's goal generally should go up for that Puskas Award, yeah.
Oh,
like that goal in itself.
Did Gnabry score then?
Yeah. That goal in itself was mad. Like,
keep him, Liam, mate. Keep him all day long, mate.
He flicked it, turned, and banged it in. To be fair, I think any goalkeeper that's actually good would save it, to be fair. And it would go out for either a corner or back into play. But yeah, other than that, he was shit the whole game. So, it's one of those. But yeah, we shit the bed. And I want Kim Min-jae out.
This guy,
he needs to go with company because, bro, he is a fucking travesty. Like, it's like we bought in Kylie Jenner, but we got fucking, I don't know, Kylian Jenner or some shit. Like, it's not the right fucking person, So yeah, that guy generally is shit, bro. For the second goal, he was laying down like he was ready to take it in bed, bro. If you get my point. Man was ready. He had the roses on the bed, everything, bro. Flowers, candles, the lot.
What's happening, man?
He's crap. So if you want to take him back at your Italian club, bro, come and get him.
Bro, at Napoli, this guy's a beast, though. I don't get it. Yeah, he was a beast, man. Like, when you guys signed, I was like, you know what, Bayern, fair play, because you got a proper defender. But, nah, just not kind of. It's like your other one, though, ain't it? Bukamacano. Yep. He's crap as well, ain't he?
It's like, I swear they take turns on being who's going to be the bozo. Like, so I'm having it today. It's like, mate, Like, oh, it's so annoying. But even that Feyenoord game, I know that Gomes just signed for someone in La Liga. I believe. I'm pretty sure
Who?
he is the Mexican striker, Sadio.
Yeah, he went to Milan.
Oh, Milan, that's it.
Yeah.
Milan. Yeah, so that's just strengthened them massively. So it's going to be an interesting one to see what's going to happen with Feyenoord now in the Champions League. To be honest with you, I'm still absolutely gobsmacked that I'm not gobsmacked that we lost, but they absolutely smashed us and then conceded 6 in the next game. Like, what? How does that even make sense?
Yeah, they did to Lyon, yeah.
Like, Lyon are a good team, to be fair, but still, like, that's not the point. That's just backwards, to be honest, if you ask me. Like, what?
Yeah.
But yeah, we got the win. We got the 3 points. We're 6 points at the top of the table.
Did Leverkusen win as well?
They did, yeah. So we were 9 points up, but then they obviously scored. No, not scored. Well, they did score, but they won the game, so they get the 3 points, closed it down to only 6. But yeah, we've got them in a couple of weeks on the 15th. So what, in 11 days? So that game's massive. But this is why I keep saying we need to keep, no matter if it was a shit win, don't get it twisted. Like when we were scoring goals, it was good, but then you could see us capitulate. And that's the thing. Like, a lot of people don't really understand the negativity coming from the Bayern View, but it's not negativity. It's me telling you, and I'm, warning you. These signs are there. We are getting battered in Europe by shit teams that should never touch us. With all due respect, Feyenoord have never beaten Bayern Munich in the Champions League, never, and they did. And Bayern Munich have been here since the 1900s. So, you know what I mean? We've been here for. But literally, there's about to be a kit that's going to be the 125th year anniversary kit, which I will be buying and doing a review on. But like in 125 years, we haven't lost the Feyenoord. That's saying something. And then this bozo comes in. But yeah, Company isn't the guy. Rafael Guerrero is a fraud. I'm telling you, he is a Dortmund player wearing a Bayern jersey. He just is. So yeah, it's just that aspect of whatever. But yeah, to be honest, we need a massive refresh. Manuel Neuer's just signed a brand new deal, an extension, so he'll be at the club till next year, or the next summer, if you want to say. So
Davies signed as well, I saw.
Yeah. So yeah, with Neuer signing, I generally believe that Muller will retire this year, I believe, depending on how it all goes, and then Neuer will go next year, but he needs to stay till next year because Urbig needs to train with him, our brand new keeper that we brought in, and he looks really good. Looks like a really good shot stopper. So yeah, that in itself, we'll see what happens with that. Alphonso Davies signed today.
Good news, man, for you lot.
Yeah, it's that aspect of, yes, we got this player in. Signed him on a brand new deal. He wants to stay here, blah, blah, blah. But he needs to prove to me that he actually wants to stay here and didn't stay here because Real Madrid didn't want him, in my opinion. Like, cool. What's been said in the media, what they do, that, I love this club, blah, 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 blah. I come here when I was 18 and now I want to stay here, blah, blah, blah. Well, show me you want to stay here then. Because if you're putting in the best performances that you can put in and you're prime and the rest of the team is shit, then that should show the board, well, we need to buy better players because otherwise Alphonso Davies is going to try and leave again. So
bro, hopefully it don't get to be said as well, like signing a new contract. I've seen it with Arsenal players, man. Like when they sign a new contract, I saw it with Aubameyang, bro. He got the new contract, yeah, and his performance levels, it completely dropped, man. I saw it with Ozil as well. When Ozil got a new contract, it's just like happens, man. It gets to the head, maybe like the more money, but you don't want that to happen as well. Like, with all the talk as well about him going to Real Madrid, of course, for quite a while now. You're right, bro. This guy's got to prove he's like worth, this new contract, man. You're playing for Bayern Munich now. Fair play. You've signed a new contract and say low and all this, but you got to only prove yourself now as well. I think Davies is a really good player, man. Like, I think he showed over the years how quality of play he can be. So hopefully he improves from here, and
not sure what happened. I don't know if it's that he gets a phone call or something when it does that, because it just goes black. We'll wait for him to come back. What's this? We've got too many midfielders to spend 150 million on Wirtz. He's yours. Yeah, maybe you go in for Saliba though. Maybe you go for Saliba this season, and then when he signs that deal, then then you go in for him the season after. I just don't see Bayern spending that money on him, because you obviously spend that 125 million if that's the case, and then you push on. Like, I don't know. Let's see, man. Let's see what happens. It's yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, isn't it? It's going to be an interesting one to see what happens with Wirtz. But I hope he signs for Bayern. Don't get it twisted. I want him, because you can play Jamal off the left, you can play Jamal at cam, then you can play Wirtz at cam and Wirtz off the right. So it's that aspect of they can both play in the middle and on either side. Saw that Madrid loss a lot of players for this City game. Have they actually? Like who, Taylor? Because that's going to be an interesting game, because realistically, if Man City run away with it in that tie, I wonder if Pep can do anything in their stadium, because the first leg is at Man City. Realistically, it's actually better for Real Madrid, and it's in Real Madrid's favour, because if Madrid no Mbappe, Jude, or both centre backs and a few others, damn, the fuck, need someone fucking hammering something. Yeah, interesting. So surely City need to go and batter them now. Like, it's still Madrid, it's still that aura, blah blah blah, but surely they need to go and batter them in that aspect at City. Obviously, you could still see Madrid coming back in the second leg because it's Madrid. But for me, I need Madrid to get knocked out of the Champions League as soon as possible, because it's one of those. Yeah, City have no choice now. Yeah, facts. I don't know why City don't just put all of their baskets in the Champions League, to be honest with you. I know that they're not obviously doing that good, but I don't see them getting back to win the Premier League and do a 5-peat, Up the community, liked and subscribed. Thank you very much, man. Big up to you, Jacob. Yes, so it's going to be interesting, isn't it, with what's going to happen with City and Madrid in that game. What's wrong with offside and Mbappe? This man's come in and said offside and Mbappe. Madness. Wow. This man said offside and Mbappe, Madness. But yeah, like let's see what happens, because it's going to be massive. Obviously, they're both obviously in playoff games, so two games, and then they're getting knocked clean out of the cup. So yeah, that in itself is absolutely crazy when you deep it. But if they don't have Mbappe, see, they still got Vinny though. Deep in what you've just said there, Taylor. So they don't have their centre backs. They don't have Jude Bellingham, but they still do have Vinicius. So they have Vinicius, they have Rodrigo. They're both match winners in their own right. Yeah, let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. Because the way I see it, what's this? Talk to me about Tal. Josh told me you said he's your best winger. Yeah, big up, man. Yeah, Tal, obviously, the Tal news in itself is actually what I was going to get onto next when Josh is back. But I don't like the fact that they've given him a big shirt, because you don't normally get a youngster in on loan and give them a big shirt. They've given him the number 11 shirt. Now, for them, that might not mean much, but for me, that's big. That's really, really big. They put confidence in him to give him that shirt. They could have given him any number, by the way. Even if he picked the 11 shirt. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like the fact that he's got that shirt, maybe I'm just looking too far into it, which could be an option. To be fair, I could actually be looking too far into it, but I don't know. That's just a bit iffy to me. But yeah, winger-wise, he is our best winger. Well, our best winger is probably Olise, to be honest. But he is a player that needs a good 7 to 10 games just to get that, get it going and going and going. And it doesn't seem like they're going to give him those minutes because we've got a bunch of bozos at the club. So we bought back Vidovic, who is a left winger, really young guy. He was sent out on loan for a reason. And he's back training with the team, but are we actually going to see him? Are we actually going to see him? So if we actually do see him, I'm for it. Don't get it twisted. I'm for the youngsters to play because they could be the future of this football club. Joshua Kimmich ain't going to be here forever. I've seen this guy behind me leave. You know what I mean? And this is my favorite player of all time in football as a whole. That moment on the right hand side of him lifting that Champions League, and then on the other side of that when he scored that goal, the guy's an icon to me. But I've seen him leave. I've seen him go back to the Netherlands. I've seen Ribery leave. So Schweinsteiger went to Man United. You know what I mean? So yeah, we desperately need these players to push on. And let's see what we can do. This is why I didn't want to get rid of Tau. This is why I didn't want to get rid of Esnu. But let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So the only thing is, it's literally being said here. He is already training with our team straight away. He's back and he's training with the team. So, and Hiroki Ito is back training today as well, which was that's massive. What's this? Who is Tau? Who does he compare? See, he's not really a winger. We push him as a winger and he can play as a winger, but he is a striker. You know how at times Manchester United would have pushed Rashford at striker, right? So he can play at striker, and I'm on about Rashford here. So when they push Rashford off to the striker, he can play at striker, but realistically his best position is left wing. That's kind of what they've done with Tau. So I'm going to be interested to see what happens. When is Spurs' next game? See, I don't know if he'll play against Liverpool. I think that's massive to put him in against Liverpool, So Thursday, interesting. I am going to be watching that game because I want to know if he's going to start. But yeah, basically, he ain't really a winger, but he can play there. I would say he was more of a striker, personally. But I actually think him and Heung-min Son could link up. They really, really could. They're both very energetic players. So, it's that aspect, isn't it? So let's see what happens. But yeah, Tau in itself, getting the 11 shirt, I think that's absolutely gigantic. They've also got an option to buy 5 million in add-ons. So again, that in itself is massive. So, the fact that they've given him the 11 shirt, I don't think he's coming back. They've got an option to buy 55 million, 5 million in add-ons. That's nothing. What I want the add-ons to be, though, is hopefully Bayern were smart with it, because it better not be win a trophy, because they don't win trophies. It better not be to get top 4, because the likelihood of them get top 4 is very slim. So I hope it's performance-based, where he scores 5 goals, 10 goals, or he scores or he plays 10 games or something, and we get our 5 million, because otherwise we ain't never getting that money. But yeah, the fact that they've given him the number 11 shirt, the fact that he's even gone there pisses me off, to be quite honest. I don't want him to go anywhere. Didn't want him to go Arsenal, didn't want to go United or Spurs. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, he's not actually a winger. Tau isn't a winger. He can play as a winger, but he is actually a striker. But will they put him in against Liverpool on Thursday? That's going to be interesting. Because they've got the lead on Liverpool as well. Obviously, it's only a small lead, but in general, they do have a lead. But they do have to go to Anfield. What's this? He has to agree to the transfer in total 70 million, including bonus plus loan fee isn't a bad deal. Yeah, I get that. But if he likes it there, mate, he is going to agree to it, isn't he? Number one, he's in London. To be fair, North London is a shithole. To be quite honest, it actually is. Like, especially around Tottenham. That Tottenham area is a shithole. I'm not trying to offend anyone, but it is. I've been there twice, and I thought I was going to get robbed twice. And when we went there for the Bayern friendly game recently, there was some fucking drunk crackhead woman walking towards me. I walked on the other side of the road, bro. I was like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this. Bro, her eyes were fucking massive. They were fucking bloodshot. She had a bottle of fucking beer in her hand. I was like, yeah, I'm not fucking with you today.
Yeah, man.
I got a game to watch. But yeah, the London life. Give him the number 11 shirt. All everybody wants. Footballers are human beings. Yeah, they're on massive money, but all everybody wants in this life is to be loved. This guy wasn't loved at Bayern Munich. These fucking idiot Utes basically told him he's fucking shit. They may as well have. Pushing him to go to fucking a shit United team, go to an Arsenal team where he's probably not gonna progress. You know, maybe he'll get second in the league or third in the league, top four, but it ain't gonna mean jack shit to him, is it? You know, so I don't know, man. It's that aspect of they're idiots, but let's see what happens. And then not whoa, bro. Your team is shit and you know it, bro. So don't hit me with the whoa, bro. You know full well your team is dead, bro. Like fucking, you got fucking Joshua Zirkzee. I think he's the slowest player I've ever seen. So yeah, let's see what happens. But what do you think of the Tau deal?
Honestly, I'm a bit. You know what it is, because we were linked with him as well. I was sitting there thinking, I would actually take this guy because obviously you know better than anyone else. You as a Bayern fan, when you're calling this guy better than Sane, well, all three of the
Stooges,
Stooges, like Gnabry, Coman, and Sane. This guy's got to have a bit of something about him. Surely, 19 years of age as well. I would have taken him, man. Even if it was a loan deal, I just feel like it'd be better than obviously what we got, which was fuck all. To be fair, and it would make sense because Arteta loves the versatility players, man. Like, because he can play left wing and because he can play as a striker as well. That's what Arteta goes for. These players who can play different positions all the time. So obviously, I've not seen enough of this guy to really give a full opinion on whether I rate the player or not. Obviously, you've seen that, and by your reaction, he must have something about him if you're gutted that you're obviously letting him go. Because you never know, this guy can go and smash it, and you guys can mud on your faces because you let him go. But going to Tottenham, it's a weird one, man, because at first it came out like he rejected them. But I reckon he did. I reckon he did that because nobody else really. I mean, Arsenal, it came out the other day that it's down to Arteta why we didn't go for Tel. Arteta said that is because he wasn't the right profile for Arsenal. So that's why we didn't go through with the deal. I'm not sure on the Man United side of things of why that didn't go through. But it's interesting because he obviously rejects Tottenham and now obviously he goes with them. But I think you made some good points there, man. With the whole London factor. He's going to play as well, man. I think that's the main thing. That was a big thing for him because he's 19.
Exactly.
Premier League as well. Like, he's going to get that Premier League experience, see if he's good enough because we know people class it as the best league in the world and can he do it in the Prem and all this? So he's going to get that experience playing with obviously. He won't win anything, but he'll be there for a few years. If he smashes it, then he can easily move on, and there'll be other clubs in for him, I'm sure. So, I think for you fans, it must be disappointing if you let a really good player go, and obviously he's permanent as well, ain't it? Well, it's an option to buy, isn't it?
Option, yeah.
So you never know, man. If he smashes it there, then they could get him permanently. But at the same time, you would hope that he does well there because that would hopefully make you realise. Like, not you, but your Bayern board realize, why are we letting this guy go? Bring him back, keep this guy permanently. So I think he actually do all right at Tottenham, to be honest with you, man. I really do, whether he plays on the left or whether he plays down the middle, because I know obviously that they got Son there already. And then obviously, the other players have got in the attack is, Werner, Solanke and Richarlison. So yeah, we'll see what happens, man. I'm a bit gutted that we didn't get him. I don't think he was the be or end all that we should have got, but I would have at least taken him, of course, instead of no one, to be honest.
But it's that option, isn't it?
Yeah. Facts, man.
And he's gonna have a point to prove to company, to Max Erbel, the fat fucker. he's gonna have a point to prove to be like, you know what, motherfucker, like I was the next big thing, you know. This guy signed a contract last year. I feel like a lot of people don't really understand that, you know. He signed a contract last year. What? You've given him game time and he hasn't been good. Yeah, no shit. You expecting him to turn into fucking prime Mbappe? Like what? It makes no sense. He was never going to do that. Especially when you're playing him off the fucking left as well. Like, you've got dead ballers. Like, even Jamal Musiala's struggling at times with these dead ballers. Like, some of these players are shit. Jamal Musiala tries to do it on his own, gets criticised in the media for trying to do it on his own. Why do you think he's trying to do it on his own? He looks to the left, he looks to the right. He's like, fraud 1, fraud 2. Kane, where's Kane? Oh, for fuck's sake, Kane's behind me playing centre-back again. Like, I don't know. I don't really hear it, but hey, let's see what happens. It would actually make me laugh if he bangs a goal in on Thursday against Liverpool. I feel like he will be in the starting, and that he will be on the bench if he's not starting. So it's going to be interesting. What's that? For 70, we should be able to get a solid winger, though. Nico Williams is shit, bruv. Like, with all due respect.
He's been mid, ain't he?
Yeah, he's not. I feel like he's going to be another Pogba type player where he's amazing for the national team, shit for club.
You should have got Caradona, man, when you had the opportunity.
Yep.
You should have got that. That was a perfect winner for Bayern Munich, man. Perfect winner for you guys. Like, he's the best out there that you could possibly go and get, in my opinion.
Yeah, we needed a winger that can score. Look at how many chances Leroy Sané gets on goal every game. This is the point I'm trying to say to people. Leroy Sané gets at least 10 chances per game. If you want to limit it down, let's say 5 chances. You can't tell me that Matthijs is going to miss 5 chances per game if he was to consistently play per game. He's not. He's going to start scoring. You know? What's that say? How do you think the Tal experience, no real game time and develop over several years, is going to influence top-tier youngsters joining Bayern in the future? Well, yeah, and that's the fact of them getting rid of youngsters. Why were youngsters going to come to Bayern? They don't even trust our youngsters.
Yeah.
We've sent Paul Vanner on loan. Vidovic was on loan. We've just brought him back. We put obviously Tao on loan now. We put Esnu on loan. All of our youngsters are being pushed out. Catalan, brother. Sometimes I do want to bring up the 8-2, but because you're a good Barcelona fan, I'm not going to.
I've got Catalan, bro.
This guy, man. Fucking
the future of Bayern Munich. Build him a statue outside the Allianz Arena, mate. Proper baller. You get me?
Bro, I will go there single-handedly and rip that statue down and throw it in the river, bro. Fucking statue, bro. Fucking What's your prediction for tomorrow's game, though?
Oh, mate. Do you know what it is? Like, obviously, Newcastle, like, they got a big advantage, bro. You know, 2-0 up. I feel like the damage was done in the first leg. You know, I think that's where we effed up pretty much. Honestly, like, you look at it right now, I don't see why there's 2 legs in the Carabao Cup semi-final. You know, they might as well just, you know, the way they played against us, the way they smashed us, because they did, like, minute 1, minute 90, they was all proper, well organised, proper, you know, out in terms of the physicality side of things. We couldn't handle them physically. We couldn't handle their midfield at the Emirates. Isaac single-handedly tore us a new one. Yeah, I've never seen, you know how good Saliba is, people, yeah? I've never seen him struggle like that against a player like Isaac. It was like they was afraid of him, man. Afraid to put a foot in, afraid to, you know, go head-to-head with him, you know. And we got done up by him, man. So they got a very good advantage, you know. Under the lights, they had, you know, 2-0 up. The fans would be fired up for it. They'd be buzzing for it. They have a chance to get to Wembley, you know. They have a very, very good lead. And the fact that our record at Newcastle, 2 years in a row now at St James's Park, we've not conceded, we've lost 1-0 both games. We've had 2 shots on target in 2 years at St James's Park, man. Eddie Howe knows how to set us Arsenal up, especially when we go away and play at Newcastle, man. So, honestly, I think we probably will win, but it won't be enough, bro. Because, you know, we need 3 goals to obviously go through to the final. 2 goals take it to penalty shootout. Go straight to penalties, right? But we have to not concede as well.
concede. Yeah.
And that's the biggest problem with it. Like we may score a few goals, but it's Newcastle. You know, they have moment of brilliance from Isak out of nowhere, and they score a goal. You know, in terms of like the aggregate side of things as well, it could just change like that. Especially like what if Newcastle get an early goal in like the first 10 minutes, 1-0, 3-0 aggregate? It's like it's not going to look good. You know, but on the flip side, could the pressure get to them if we score an early goal, you know, and it's 2-1 and we go and turn it around? Like, we should be turning this around. This is still, listen, I think it's very unlikely because of the circumstances where I've been playing. But again, in terms of momentum as well, we've just beat Man City 5-1, whereas Newcastle just got battered by Bournemouth 4-1 at St James's Park. They lost to Fulham as well, I think 2-1 as well. So they're in a bit of, you know, dip. But I think that won't matter because it's a different competition. It's Carabao Cup. They know what's at stake, Newcastle. This is their only chance to really go and win a trophy this season. Yeah. And I think, you know, because they're like the richest owners with the money there as well now, they have to start winning at least a Carabao Cup here and there, you know, like an FA Cup here and there, you know, because they have the money now and they're meant to be getting back up there. So I think this is all they've got really left in terms of like this season to go and win a trophy. So they're going to be fired up for it, man. They're going to have that confidence from that first leg. And honestly, I think we'll win the game, but I just don't think it'll be enough. And it'll be another cup competition thrown in the bin. You know, FA Cup thrown in the bin to Man United, Carabao Cup in the bin, Premier League's in the bin, if we're being real with it. Let's just be honest. You know, like, I don't see us winning it. Champions League, nice one, mate. Yeah, Champions League for Arsenal. All right. Next job, please, people. So, yeah, honestly, mate, everything is honestly in the bin if we don't win this game. I hope we do turn it around, and fair play if we do. And we go to the final, maybe probably against Liverpool. But yeah, man, I say we win 2-1, but it's obviously not going to be enough, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm with you 100%, mate. And I've always rated Isak. I never thought he would get to where he's got to, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and act like I knew he was going to do this or do that. Like, fair enough to him. But yeah, I knew he was a good striker when he played. Is it Villarreal he played for, right?
Sociedad.
Real Sociedad. I knew it was one of the Spanish teams. But yeah, like, he's a good player, man. I'm looking forward to see what happens. I will be watching the game as a neutral, just to see what happens. If it starts getting boring, I'll turn it off.
Fair
you know, but what's this for Josh? What does Arsenal have to change to win the title this season?
The manager, mate. The manager, real talk. That won't happen, but I just don't think he has it to get us over the line. I think as much as we want this guy to succeed at Arsenal, I just don't think he has that to get us over the line. I just really don't. You know, he's got us back up there, and I can give him full credit for that. I just don't think he's that guy really to get us over the line, bro. I really don't. You know, and there's no excuses at all, people, for this manager. Yeah, because people say he's not been backed. I hear it for this January window, but at the end of the day, look at the money that he has already spent at Arsenal Football Club since he's been here. Yeah, we still need about 4 new positions, people. After having a rebuild, we still need another rebuild on top of a rebuild, people. It's mad. But
Man said they need a rebuild on top of a rebuild.
Yeah. But what we got to change? Well, we had the opportunity to change the striker, bro. We had the opportunity to go and sign players in the January transfer window to actually get us over the line. Because I think getting a striker in, a top class striker, you know, whether it was a Gyökeres, whether it was a Victor Osimhen, a Cunha, whoever it would have been, and another winner coming in, that would have, I think, gave us enough to go and win, to actually go and compete and fully go all the way this season with the Premier League. But I just think it's that. I think it's the manager in terms of I don't think he's got it in him to get Arsenal over the line. It is what it is, but it's the truth, and the truth hurts people. People need to start accepting it. You know, that this manager has got us, he's done a good job to get us back up there, but he can't get us over the line. So I think it's those two reasons as well. And I just think it's down to us as well, mentality-wise. I just think Liverpool, as I said earlier on the start of the show, like they're going to drop points, but it's also down to Arsenal to also capitalise on it. It's also down to Arsenal to go and if they lose a game, we win our game, to put pressure on them. But every time they've dropped points this season, we don't put pressure on them. We also drop points ourselves. So it's been like that, you know. So I think it's those three reasons, really, bro. But yeah, that's the question, man.
No, facts, absolute facts. Top three wingers options you would like FC Bayern to join FC Bayern in the summer. Well, obviously, Cavaskhelia would have been one of them. Of course. I do have to say though, on Cavaskhelia himself, his teammate that plays striker for the Georgian national team, what the hell is his name? Is it David Deshili? I don't know how to say his name, but he plays for
Valencia. You're on about? Is he Valencia?
No. He plays for AS Saint Etienne.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's doing amazing in that league. So for me, I actually think going in for him would be nuts, to be honest. That's a player I think we could get on a small fee as well. It wouldn't be this, 95 million, this, that, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. Obviously, Nico Williams is there. I don't think he's good enough. To be honest, if we could go and get a winger, just even Furic that's still in our league, I would go and get him. But for me personally, I know that Rodrigo is going to try and push for if it ain't this season, it's going to be next season.
Yeah,
he will push out of there because he's not getting the game time he deserves, and he's also not playing off the position he deserves. He is a natural left winger. Obviously, we speak to Will, Football Carnage, and Sam, who go on Zia's European Heavyweight show. They both say that Rodrigo's best position is left. We need a left winger, so I would go get him. He is going to be costly though. That's the thing. He will cost a good amount of money, probably over 100 M's. So I don't know if Bayern will go and get him, but if not, Wirtz is there. I know he's not an out and out winger, but he can play off the 10. He can play off the right. Jamal can play off the 10 and play off the left. So
what about Lutman?
I would get him. I just think because he has single-handedly put Atlanta on his shoulders at times, obviously doing it in the final, but in general, that for me it's a bit scary because I feel like Atlanta are going to want big cash for him. But would I take him? 1,000%. Of course I would. He's amazing. So yeah, but I don't know, man. I just want to know what's going to happen with this club because we thought Matthias Tau was going to be the future, when Harry Kane goes. Because remember, Harry Kane he's getting on. He's probably got 2 seasons left in him at the highest level. And Bayern aren't normally one to keep really old players unless they're legends like Neuer and Müller. So eventually we'll probably sell him, and then from then, who are we going to get? Are we going to get Gokares?
Good man.
Are we going to try and push for Isak? I don't know if we're going to spend 150 million. Maybe by then he might, have a contract. Haaland was always that guy for me, even with him going to Man City. Obviously, before this new extension, he was that guy. I thought, you know what, fair enough. He goes to Man City, he wins trophies, blah blah blah. He's gonna want to come and do it in the Bundesliga, because he's never won them the league. Because obviously Bayern had that 11 in a row, but yeah, he's just signed basically a life sentence at City now. It's probably a nice life sentence because he's getting fucking. How much was it? It's 500 grand or whatever. Yeah. So in that aspect, but yeah, I really, really don't know, mate. To be honest with you, but yeah, there's a couple of options, people. But let's see what happens. Because Harry Kane ain't gonna be. He's not a 25-year-old. I wish he was banging in 30 goals a season, 25. That'd be mad, but he ain't. So, but yeah, it's not. We can't really preview Bayern's game, to be honest, Josh, because we don't play until Friday.
Until Friday.
Yeah, no, we don't play until Friday. So Werder Bremen, we've got.
I'm sorry. I had to throw that one in, people. Man.
This fucking guy, man. Yeah, so we don't play till Friday because we got knocked out of the cup. So yeah, we got Werder Bremen. I feel we'll beat them. We're probably going to concede a good amount of goals though because we've got dumbasses at the back. But other than that, like I said, I do feel like we will beat them. We will make it 9 points. I don't know who Leverkusen.
And you got Champions League coming up. This was it next week?
No, next week, mate. Champions League is on the 12th of February against Celtic. I wanted to go to that game as well. I was looking at it, but it's fucking expensive, so I'll be watching it. I was literally looking at like overnight overnight trains, and hotels and shit. But it's probably going to cost me like all around like 600 to get there. So it's like, yeah, fuck that shit.
That's annoying, man.
Because I
you
guarantee
got to put it though with getting Celtic.
Yeah. Facts. I do feel like I do think we're going to lose though in Scotland.
Yeah,
I think we will lose. I think it will be like a 2-1 probably.
But then
they're
back
really good. Yeah, and they've got no fans at the Allianz either.
Why's that? They banned?
They're banned. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Because of like flares and all of that shit. Kind of what happened with us with the Arsenal game.
Oh yeah.
So obviously there'll be some Scottish fans there. Of course they will. They ain't gonna be able to stop all of them, but there normally would have been like a good couple of thousand over there, where there would probably be a couple of hundred maybe. But yeah, man, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. But yeah, any final words, mate, for the show?
Nah, I think we covered it all, man. I think we covered it all. So yeah, man.
The only thing I think is to be said is that obviously the Alphonso Davies news come out today, and a post come out earlier saying that it looks like Musiala will extend this month also. So that's going to be massive, of course. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Like, we like until it's done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it don't mean shit. So, but yeah, big up to everybody. I don't know, is anyone live? Let me look. But yeah, big up to everybody. Hopefully everyone is doing A-okay. I've just gone on the wrong thing. Come on, Liam, sort your life out. Let's go there. Then let's go customization. Are you going live tonight, or are you done tonight?
Nah, bro, I'm done. I'm done for today, mate. I did a preview pre-recorded, mate, earlier. So for the Newcastle game tomorrow, but
Okay.
We'll be back tomorrow. See with match day, of course, because we got a game tomorrow. Semi-finals, of course. So, big up Liam for the show as always, man. Big up for having me on as always, man.
Always, man.
Always enjoy this show, guys, and appreciate you guys supporting both our channels as well. You know, when I do it on my one next week as well, I think we'll do it maybe same. I don't know about Champions League, but we'll sort something out as always, man. But I appreciate you. Obviously, you guys always tune into the shows as well because it really means a lot to me, myself and Liam for sure. So big up, man, as always.
Facts, big facts. So yeah, big up everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'm gonna have a video. I'll probably record a video after the missus watch TV. And then I'm going to go to bed. I'll maybe do career mode tonight. We'll see to see how I feel. Because we have been doing career mode every night, but and I've been getting butchered. I've been doing this new thing. I've been doing this new thing, Josh, where I'm just the manager. So I put it so so
you don't play.
The computer plays it, and I like react to it, kind of like a watch along, if you want to say. And yeah, we got absolutely battered by Frankfurt, bro. 5-2, bro.
Oh shit.
But yeah, I might be back for career mode. We'll see. If not, though, we'll go again probably in the day with it. But yeah, big love, people. Big love, Bayern family. Till then, mias amigos. Peace.
Peace.